Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. It's Adam, aka The Real Simzo, and in today's video, we're actually recapping Escape from Wyoming, issue number 1, published by Bad Idea Comics. And the creative team behind this incredible comic is the writer Robert Venditti, the artist and colorer Jorge Malongo, and letters by Troy Peteri. It does have the cover art listed as Tom Fowler here, but if I look in the back of the book, it actually has that under the Powder Day, which is like a B-side that gets included at the back end of these books. They're kind of like a second little issue that I will not be covering in today's video, but hopefully you enjoy. Now, to quickly get into Escape from Wyoming, I want to give you a couple of main characters to be on the lookout for. The first main character is Lieutenant Dunn5, who is an accomplished space cop with several very noteworthy cases. There's also Lowden, the local sheriff in Wyoming, where this story mainly takes place. There's also Warden Feber, who is the warden of the Super Maximum Earth prison. Then there's Vic, who is a guard in the prison, and Moss the Boss, who is a violent crime lord known across several sectors. Why don't we go ahead and hop into Escape from Wyoming, number 1. The story begins at the judicial nexus of the galaxy, where we are introduced to the highly skilled and respected Lieutenant Dunn5. The judge at the nexus declares that the galaxy is indebted to Dunn5, citing several major cases that he has successfully solved, including the capture of Dulgar, a serial killer in Sector 7, and the dismantling of the mech mafia in the Kellen Belt. In fact, Dunn5's reputation is so well known that his name is revered in every precinct throughout the galaxy, even in the far-off Starless system. But it turns out that Dunn5's debt to the galaxy is far greater than anyone realized. He is sentenced to life in prison with no parole and is sent to the worst possible place, Earth. His mother disowns him, and his girlfriend declares that she will always love him. The bailiff who escorts Dunn5 to the last cargo ship to Earth ominously tells him, "You should have taken the money, Dunn." As Dunn5 is tagged and prepared for his journey to Earth, he must come to terms with the fact that his life will never be the same. We are then transported to Yellowstone National Park, which is actually home to an underground prison known as Super Maximum Earth. This prison is infamous for its brutality and is where the galaxy's most wanted criminals are held. It is a place from which there is no escape, not even for the guards. At the time of Dunn5's arrival, it holds 399 of the galaxy's worst offenders, and of course, our pal Dunn5 himself. As he tries to adjust to life in the prison, Dunn5 meets Vic, who is a guard that has served at Super Maximum Earth for 25 years. Vic tries to bond with Dunn5 by bringing him a meal from his own sector, but their conversation is interrupted by another prisoner, Moss the Boss. Moss belittles Dunn5, accusing him of riding behind his uniform and being the worst criminal in the prison. As Vic is on his way to deliver a meal to Dinner Bell Gels, an explosion rocks the prison. It turns out that Gels' food had been spiked with salt, causing him to have an adverse reaction and explode. The explosion creates a hole in the Earth's crust, which is seen by a lookout over Mount Sheridan. That lookout alerts Lowden to the incident and asks him to investigate. Moss was responsible for rigging Gels' food with salt as he was planning to escape through Gels' vent. As the explosion occurs, Moss grabs Vic, and then Dunn5 pleads with him not to harm the guard. More guards arrive on the scene, but Moss points out that several other prisoners have escaped in the chaos. The fugitives begin to overpower the guards, allowing Moss and Vic to escape. Meanwhile, Dunn5 is trapped in his cell, just watching this chaos unfold. As the fire crew heads to the site of the explosion, Moss attacks and eats one of the members. He rejoins the other convicts, and it's revealed that Vic was in on the escape plan and is actually the leader of this ominous group. Back at the prison, the warden Weber decides that Dunn5 is the only one who can save them. He explains that there is a failsafe built into the prison that will trigger a quantum charge after 90 minutes, destroying the planet and everyone on it. Weber believes that the escape was carefully planned, as there is a scheduled transport arriving today. He offers Dunn5 a deal. If Dunn5 helps bring the convicts back to the prison, he can work for Weber. Dunn5 has 74 minutes to complete this task. As Lowden approaches the fire, he discovers the remains of the humans that Moss ate. He becomes sickened by the sight, but presses on into the forest with Moose leading the way. Suddenly, he sees something and fires his weapon. He's standing over Dunn5, not realizing who he's found. Meanwhile, the transport is landing not far away. Lowden has no idea that by stumbling upon this scene, he would be stepping into a galactic mess. Little did he know this was just the beginning of his adventure. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed Escape from Wyoming, issue number 1. If you enjoyed this and you want to see issue number 2, if you want to pick up and figure out what happens to Dunn, what happens to all of the characters, then one of these links here will be to issue number 2. But I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, subscribe, comment. What do you think about Escape from Wyoming, issue number 3? Are you going to go find one? Are you going to pick it up? I hope you do. They're an incredible series. I really enjoyed this little mini-series, and I hope you do as well. I will have issues 2 and 3 out there already, so that way you can go and enjoy the story. But like I said, if you like this, leave a comment, let me know, share it with a friend. I would really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.